I'm here in the office listening to a Nancy Drew game compilation of music against snowfall. And so you can see from the picture that it snows harder as it goes while it's snowing outside. I don't know why, but it feels so cozy and nice. Camera's a little low, but that's fine. So hi everyone. I'm back in the office after break. I have tried to make this kind of where I'm like, oh, I haven't talked to you in a while, but I end up again not using them because I'm too busy, and then they're just outdated. So I'm gonna try. I'm once again trying to do this for you. So yeah, I don't want to go through the whole spiel of oh, I haven't made a video in a while. I just haven't. I have been so busy. These past few months, starting back from August, I took on a lot. I took on an extra, an additional part-time job in addition to what I'm doing here at the university. I was teaching an art class at a high school, and I was only contracted for one semester, and that ended yesterday. So things are starting to calm down a little bit, but I'm back here in this, in the office here. With taking that on, doing this last semester, and taking on pretty much any project that was thrown at me, like I said, I just really stretched myself way too thin. And I was not doing anything, not that my videos are interesting, because I don't do anything most days, but I was literally, getting up at 6, going to my first job, coming to my second job, getting home at 5. And by that time, it was, it was just, in the winter it was dark, and I just, I didn't do anything. I'd go home and I'd sit at my computer and be falling asleep. I wasn't doing anything. And anytime that I had any spare time, I was lesson planning. I was doing, all this stuff because that's what my other job required. And I really liked it. And I don't want to say anything, I don't want to jinx it, but I think that there is something in the works for the future. So that's, something good to be excited about. Starting this journey into teaching, I had to take my praxis, and I filmed me, maybe I'll put that part in. I did film me seeing my praxis scores. So I'll put that here. Last week I took my praxis, which I guess is, I'd always heard about it when I was in college, because a lot of my friends were in art education and they had to pass their praxis, before they could, I guess, go further in the program. So I had to take the praxis core, which is math, reading, and writing. And I took it all at once. It was almost, each test is 300, no, the whole test altogether is 300 minutes. Each test is you have an hour and a half or something. So it was a lot in one sitting, but I did it. I got the email that my results are in. So the thing is, I had taken some practice tests and I was okay with it. I was you know what, I'm okay with the margins. I feel good about it. I felt good with my scores where they were compared to what the minimum for the state is. So it all happened very quickly. I decided I don't know, a little over a month ago that I was going to do this, and suddenly I was you know what, why am I waiting? I was I'm just going to sign up and take the test and do whatever. So I did that. I was happy with the margins of where I was on the practice tests, and the reading and math are multiple choice. So it gives you the unofficial score, after you take the test, and if my score is the same, which I read that it should be, so I passed those 2 parts. So I was waiting on the writing part, because that's, you had to write 2 essays for it, so they couldn't give you, so there was essays, but also multiple choice. And then I guess the essays are graded on a 1 to 6 point scale or something. So I got the email that the test scores are ready, so I'm gonna look at that. I haven't seen it yet. I don't think there's a reason that I would not have passed it. I think I did okay, but we're gonna download the PDF thing that they gave me. Let me see. So I said, let's see. I passed everything. So that's good. That's one, less thing I have to worry about, because I was like, oh, what if I gotta take them again? No, that's good. So my reading and math scores are the same as they were the unofficial scores. So it's out of 200, I got 194 on both of them, actually, which is good. I think that it says here, average range is 158 to 184 for reading. I got 194. Math is 154 to 182, and I got 194. Now the writing one, I'm actually a little surprised. I did worse than I thought. So range is 154 to 170. That's the average range. A lot of that doesn't even pass, because I think you need 162. I got 176, which I'm surprised about, because I consider myself to be a fair writer. Well, in my defense, I used materials that they emphasize just passing. They didn't emphasize, like, they said, they were like, you just want to get the score to be competent, not the score to, like, they said, like, we're not aiming to write the next great American novel, we're just aiming to pass the test, which I did. I passed on the first try, which is really cool. I am studying, well, I don't want to say, I use that term very loosely, because I just got the book yesterday from the library, like the art praxis, like the content knowledge, like subject test, which I want to take just because I really want to get all the certifications to teach. It would make everything more solid and just like easier going on in the future. And today I'm gonna grade some of the finals that I have. They're back there, for the art class. Some of them are really great. Some of them are like not great in the way that like I would never say like the artistic ability wasn't great. That's not fair. But the way that they're like, some of them are ripped, some of them are like unfinished, like the what's the word, craftsmanship is not there. So like that's a bummer. And also some people didn't hand them in, so I don't know, like I have to see what I got to do about that. I think they get it incomplete, and then they don't get like credit for the course, so it's a problem. I don't know, I'm not there to sort it out, so I'm just like, somebody else has to figure out what happens now. So you guys obviously know that I've been doing like pet portraits and painting for, well, forever. I've always been painting, but like, that's the thing that I've been doing to make a little extra money, or just because I like it, or whether it's for Chewy, or whether people want them. So I have a new thing. Hold on, I have more of them, but this is what I have on me right now. I've been doing shrinky dank portraits. This is Tallulah, and then I have Daisy here. Okay, so I've been doing these portraits, and I had somebody order 7 of them the other day. I'm gonna try and work on that in my downtime here as well, during my break or whatever, since it's snowing and I don't know if I want to go out. It's Friday. Technically the school is remote, but I'm the only one in the office, so I have to come in, which is like, everybody else gets to stay home, but they're like, no, you have to come in because you're the only one there. I'm like, yeah, but no one else is here. Like, no one's here to come in and like need anything, or no one's here to, whatever. So I'm like, why? My job can be totally done from home. I don't know why I have to be here, but whatever. I'm salty about it. Everything is remote. Classes are remote until next week. They haven't announced yet if everything's back to normal, but I assume it is. Yeah, so I don't expect to see anybody else in the building today. I don't expect to get calls for anything. I don't expect to have people reach out through email. Like, I don't think anything's happening. So I'm gonna listen to my nice Nancy Drew study music and everything. I don't know why, I've been so into that lately. It's so much fun. Oh, and I wanted to say, like, a lot of you guys I was like away from YouTube. Like I wasn't really watching, I wasn't even watching videos really. I like here and there I'd like check into it, but I just wasn't into it for the time that I was so busy. My eyes are like tearing. I don't know why. I feel like I'm gonna start crying, but it's not like emotional crying. It's like allergy. Can you see how glassy my eyes are? That's weird. Yeah, I just wanted to say, I saw that, on and off some of you guys commented and, asked if I was okay, asked where I was, like if everything was, all right. And I totally meant to get back to all those comments and like, say like everything's fine. I'm just really overwhelmed right now, and I didn't, and I'm sorry for that, but I saw it, and thank you guys for asking. That's really sweet that you were, concerned about why I wasn't posting or, you know, where I was. Everything's mostly fine. Why do I feel like I'm gonna start and it's like foggy in my eyes. It's like allergies or something. Maybe the heat just kicked on and it like kicked dust up because no one's been in here for like 2 months. Yeah, so I'm gonna answer emails and do whatever else I have to do for work. And then I'm pretty much just hanging out because, like I said, there's nobody here. And it's like the first couple days back after break. There's like not a lot going on. I'm gonna try and like put all kinds of clips together. Whenever I last posted was what, like June? So like I have stuff from like all the way through, you know, the rest of June, July, the whole summer, like all the way up to now. And we're almost done with January. Like I have clips, I've been filming things, I just didn't put it all together. I'm gonna try and like sort them out in a way that makes sense now because they were relevant then, but they're really not relevant now and they don't really make sense. Maybe I'll just put a compilation of the last 6 months or whatever it was. Maybe you guys can, you know, chill with that for a while. Honey, thank you. Thank you for kisses. That's very nice, but I don't want them right now, okay? So yesterday I got this delivered in the mail. My friend Rich sent me, I hadn't even seen these and I'm afraid to like open the individual ones. Like I'm afraid in my mind, I'm like, they're collector's items, you shouldn't open them. But I'm like, but I want to touch them because they totally have flocking and they're like soft, but they're like the Animal Crossing Friends dolls. Wait, let me see what's included. So there's Isabel, Tom Nook, Flick, Flurry, Lolly, Dom, and Marshall in this pack. So you can see everybody there. That's, you know, like the one for, like all of them are really cute, but the Flick one, I think, like I never see like Flick stuff. Hello, you have one job to focus on one. Okay, that, like I never see Flick stuff. And I just want to take them out and look at them, but I'm like, well, I can't open them, they're collector's items. But I think once I have a good place to like display them, I probably will open them. They're just really cute. So thank you so much, Rich. That was really thoughtful and I love them. I really do. Let me start off by saying I probably have like a bunch of like goop in my eyes or like eye boogers and all that stuff. Sorry. So I was talking about that I was getting my PRK eye surgery. Today's Friday. I got it on Wednesday, so it's been 2 days. I'm struggling. I mean, it doesn't hurt per se. Like I feel no pain right now. You know, I've been keeping up with my ibuprofen and all my eye drops and all that stuff. So I'm kind of staying on top of it. My eyes are, if anything, they're dry. And it doesn't seem to matter how many eye drops I put in, like how many moistening drops and stuff. It doesn't matter. So they're just like dry. And the doctor said, she was like, because I told her I was nervous about them feeling dry, since I hated wearing contacts, because right now I have that bandaged lens that I have to sleep in and like wear, you know, 24 hours a day for 6 days, I think. And she's like, oh, they're gonna be dry. Like, your eyes are you're gonna feel dry. I'm like, okay. Which is really annoying. And like yesterday, I think I put so many eye drops in that I actually irritated my eyes because around like, I don't know, it was maybe like 10 o'clock at night. I'm not even supposed to do what I just did, but like it's taking every ounce of my self-control not to just like rub my eyes like this, which would be disastrous probably, because I have no skin on my cornea right now, which is like really weird to think about. Let me just put these drops in, give me a sec. Yeah, so everything is like all around blurry. My eyes are pretty sensitive to light today. Last night and today I've noticed a lot of sensitivity to light. I could hardly open them outside, which I mean I have like black sunglasses that the doctor gave me, but it was still too bright outside. Every light I look at, like not that I'm looking at lights, but like, you know, I have like fairy lights or like whatever, and like if I see them, it's not even like the halo isn't even like, it literally looks like spider webs are coming from them. It's very strange. I actually for some reason didn't expect it to be quite as blurry close up, so I thought I could probably still do things. I had a post-op checkup yesterday, the day after the surgery, and she said as long as I feel up to it, like as long as I don't feel like I'm overdoing it, I can look at my phone, I can watch TV. So I watched Twilight yesterday, and I am trying to read some stuff on the computer, and I'm just like blowing it up really big so that I don't have to be like, you know, right on top of it squinting looking at it. It's fine, it's not so bad. It's like, if this is the worst, well, they said it'll get worse, but like if this kind of thing with seeing a little blurry and having a little dryness in my eyes means that in a couple weeks or however far down the road I can wake up one morning and like clearly see the room that I'm in without glasses, or you know, that I can just like skip that step when I'm getting ready for bed. Like I used to hate going and like being so tired and be like, oh, I gotta take my contacts out, I gotta do all that stuff. If I can just like go to bed, like that'll be worth it. Luna, why are you crying? You wanna say hello? Oh, my good girl taking good care of her mama. Look at my good girl. I want to show you guys something really exciting. So I'll be right back. I got a delivery. So I don't know if you can see this. And then there's another one that's almost as tall as I am. So if you can guess, so these are giant PVC pipes. And they contain my paintings from China, which is like really exciting and really cool because I was nervous about this. I mentioned that my advisor was shipping them, or at least looking into shipping them, and then she sent me a message on the 16th and she's like, oh, okay. So I shipped it and she sent me the bill and everything and like the tracking number and everything, and I was watching it, and they were expected to arrive the 29th, which is today, which I was like, man, that's really fast. But they got here the 24th, so it wasn't even 10 days after she shipped them that they arrived, which I thought was really fast. And I told her, I'm like, yeah, everything got here okay. She's like, already? I don't know whose idea it was to ship them in PVC pipes, but you know what? That's perfect because nothing was damaged. Everything looks great. I'm not going to take the bigger ones out just because they're like, you know, like if you've seen me working on those paintings, which is like, oh my God, how long ago? A year and a half ago would have been the last time, right? When was that show? Yeah, it's probably like a year and a half ago, which is like crazy. But yeah, so like they're huge. Some of them are huge. The ones in that big container are really big. This one has the smaller ones, and there's still like one or two paintings that I didn't have in that show. All of these paintings came from that show because everything else was in my apartment, so I'll have to worry about getting that stuff back myself. But I think, like I said, there's like at max of stuff I want to keep, probably like, oh well, there's probably more than I thought. There's probably like 5, maybe 5 or 6. But I'll worry about that. That's like nothing. To get these giant ones, like I said, the PVC pipe holding the larger paintings is almost as tall as I am. So I'm happy that's done. So I'm gonna take this out and I'll show you guys some of them, see if it jogs your memory. Tell me if you remember some of these paintings, because like you guys, if you've been with me for a while, like I vlogged painting a lot of these things. So like you might have seen the process of me working on them, which is kind of cool. And it's like, I don't know, I was thinking about it today and it's like so different from like, my life is so different now than it was when I was painting these, and it's so different than I probably thought it was going to be while I was doing these paintings. It just feels like a different chapter. I'll take them out and I'll show you some of them, and we'll just take that nice little trip down memory lane. So this is gonna be hard to do with one hand, but remember this one? This was like hanging in my living room for a while. This is the Lil Peep one I did, and then this was a homework assignment. I'm not gonna go through all of them because there's a lot, but you guys can get an idea. Oh my God, look. Liz Taylor from American Horror Story. Remember this one? This one had a part of the owl wing that hangs down. That's in the other tube thing. This one I worked on forever. This stupid thing I worked on forever. And then I had this one. I didn't really love how this one, even now, there's such a difference in how like the shadows look on the face in the camera versus in real life. Like when I saw it in real life when it got here, I was like, oh, I don't know why I hated this one as much. But looking at it on the camera, I see why. And then this one is one of my favorites, I think, that I did while I was there. And then we have back here this old man, this sweet old man that kept falling asleep while he was modeling for us. So yeah, so I just have to figure out how, like if I'm gonna restretch them, what's gonna happen, but they're here. That's the main thing.
2,000 years later.
Put your mask on.
Wait, let me smooth my hair back.
Well, I'm recording the whole thing,
Okay,
so.
thanks.
Here you go. Wait. I mean, yeah, okay. There you go.
I mean, that's what the mask is supposed to be.
So this was me at a Halloween party today. I was the other mother from Coraline, and almost nobody else was really dressed up, but I expected that. Look, I made this doll, this Coraline doll. Her head is like a styrofoam ball, and then I used clay to make the features, and then buttons for her eyes. I made the clothes, and her raincoat. I'm very proud of sewing this raincoat, even though it's not the best thing ever. But her body's made of like foam. And yeah, this is my other mother costume. So the cheekbones, everything's starting to like fall apart now because I've been wearing it for hours and it's like, you know, whatever. But the nose and the cheekbones are like wax, like scar putty. And these guys are, as you can see, there's nothing holding them. They're just glued to my face. They're glasses, like sunglasses. I bought round sunglasses and I drilled, you know, into, so you can see I drilled 4 holes to make them look like buttons. And yeah, I was actually really proud of this costume. I don't know, I think I did a pretty good job putting the wig on. This, she has a really pointy head, you know, if you've seen the movie. So I put under the wig, I hot glued a water bottle, like cap, and I cut the water bottle, so I cut the top part. I don't have a water bottle, show you. I cut the top part off, and that's like resting on the top of my head to give it a little bit of height and like shape. But yeah, I'm gonna go take all of this off because it's time to take a shower. And now I gotta take it all off, even though I spent forever putting it on. Oh well, that's what it is.